Guys, this is Cheevo Guides, back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on Salamander County Public Television. This game is published by Penguin Pop Games and it was developed by Tinzone Games. This game is an easy 10-minute completion or platinum trophy, and on top of that, the game is only $7.99. This game is a combination of 13 very random mini games. We're going to need to attempt each of the 13 mini games to unlock the 13 achievements or trophies. Some of them take little to no time to attempt, and some others can take up to a minute because we need to let time expire. Just know it doesn't matter whether you win or lose these mini games, you just need to attempt them. Every day is going to start off with the text conversation in which you can skip through, and then it's going to show you the calendar along with which day it is and which mini game you're playing. Also, you cannot simply choose which mini game you want to play, as each of the 13 mini games are set on 13 different days in the calendar, and we're going to have to play the 13 days in a row to play all the mini games. So if you happen to accidentally skip one of the days on accident, you would need to start from scratch. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Our first day is going to have a mini game called Aren't You Glad I Didn't Throw a Banana? This one's nice and easy. Simply tip the banana over until the orange falls. You're going to end up failing the mini game and unlocking the achievement for attempting the minigame for the first time. As I mentioned earlier, you do not need to win the minigame. If you do lose it, what you want to do is press start and then go to skip to the next day. We're going to be using this feature a few times. I just want to point out it's very important you don't skip to the next day if you won a minigame, because if you win a minigame, it's automatically going to advance to the next day. On to the second day, we're going to go ahead and skip through the text conversation, and for this minigame, you're going to be controlling the dog's tongue, and you need to use the dog's tongue to get the tennis ball out, and this one's really as simple as that. After you get the ball out, you'll be unlocking your second achievement or trophy in the game, which is the package opener achievement or trophy worth 60G for playing the dog with the strongest tongue minigame. Now that we successfully completed this minigame, it's automatically going to advance to the next day. So we do not need to skip to the next day. That's very important. Now, the third minigame is super simple, but I gotta admit it's a little time consuming depending on if you can get used to the controls. But from my experience, there's no way to fail this one. We do need to complete it, so make sure that you reveal every single part of this dry erase board. Once you get to the last few spots, they'll start flickering in an effort to help you find them. Once you finish this third minigame, you'll unlock the whiteboard cleaner achievement or trophy worth 60G for playing the Introducing the Anti-Racer minigame. For this one, we completed the minigame successfully, so it's automatically going to advance to the next day, which has our fourth game called Cheese Eater. This one's nice and simple. You can simply navigate the mouse off of the screen. It's automatically going to fail this minigame, unlocking the mouse manipulator achievement or trophy worth 60G for playing the Cheese Eater game. Now, because we didn't complete this one, we're going to need to go to options and skip to the next day. This should skip to the shooting hoops minigame. For this one, you're actually going to have to shoot the hoop at the basketball. For this, you can just spam the shoot button and use all of your misses, and you'll eventually fail the minigame, but you'll unlock the hoop shooter achievement or trophy worth 60G. That's for playing the shooting hoops minigame. Now, assuming you failed it, what we need to do is go to options and skip to the next day. This is going to send us to the next day with the balloon animals minigame. This one's actually really easy. All you got to do is smash the A button, or you could even just hold A until your first balloon pops. After you fail this minigame, you're going to unlock the Balloon Animal Inflator achievement or trophy worth 80G. Now, because we failed that last minigame, just like last time, we're going to go to options and skip to the next day. The next day is going to have the Christmas in July minigame. For this one, you can just have all the ornaments hit the ground, and eventually you'll fail the minigame, unlocking the Ornament Attacher achievement worth 80G. And once again, because we failed the minigame, we're going to go to options and skip to the next day. For the next minigame, we're actually going to have to plug this into each of the outlets. This one might take a little bit of patience with a combination of a little bit of precision, but eventually after you plug it into each of the slots, you'll finish the minigame, unlocking the Plug Plugger achievement worth 80 gamer score for playing the Joy of Plugging It In minigame. Now, because we successfully completed that minigame, it's automatically going to advance to the next day, which is going to have the water balloon minigame. For this one, you just want to let the time expire. Once the time expires, you're automatically going to unlock this achievement or trophy worth 80G called Water Balloon Player. Now, because we failed that minigame, we're going to go to options and then we're going to skip until the next day. This should send you to the bowling minigame. For this one, you can just roll all of your balls out of bounds, and eventually you're going to lose the minigame, unlocking the achievement called Pro Bowler worth 80 gamer score. Now, because we failed this minigame, we're going to go to options and skip to the next day. This is going to take you to the burger building bonanza minigame. For this one, just have one of your toppings fall off of the burger onto the table. You'll automatically lose, unlocking the hamburger constructor achievement worth 100G. Now, similar to the other minigames that we lost, because we lost, it's not going to advance, so go to options and skip to the next day. This is going to send us to the donut minigame, and for this one, you can just do absolutely nothing. Once you get a couple misses, you'll automatically fail the minigame, unlocking the donut producer achievement worth 100G. Now, because we lost that minigame, once again, we're going to go to options and skip to the next day. This should take us to our 13th day with our final minigame. The minigame is called Pineapples Suck, and for this minigame, we need to take all of the pineapples off of the pizza. Once you remove all of the pineapples, you'll unlock the Pineapple Vacuumer achievement for your final 100G in the game. This should take you to your full 1000G out of 1000G or your platinum trophy. Make sure you guys stay tuned in with the channel for some more easy achievement guides. As always, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 10 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, Kegger101, Kana25, and Rockmono44. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.